Let's hear it from Michelle one more time. That was awesome. Also, what a start to the night. I love it. The dancing is crazy. What a great venue. What an amazing couple. Carly, you look beautiful. Rich, nice suit. I want to give a special thanks to Mark and Sarit, as well as Kieran and Joanne, for making this weekend happen. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Really appreciate it. Growing up, Kieran and Joanne were basically my second parents. I can't tell you how many times they've woken up to me passed out on their couch. or me waking up to the smell of pancakes that Kieran was making for our hungover selves. Thinking about these memories brings me back. And sometimes we need to look back to understand how we got here today. Everyone in this room has met Richie and Carly at various points in their lives. But for how we got here today, at this moment, with a microphone in my hand, well, I'm glad you asked. It was about 2 years ago, and Richie and I are sitting on a porch in Bradley Beach, and we're just talking, catching up on life. Everyone else had fallen asleep. And he turns to me and he says, "Greg, Carly's the one. I want to spend the rest of my life with her." I know, that's how I should have responded. But in my head, as Richie is going on and on about how much he likes Carly and how great she is and what kind of life they're gonna have together, blah, 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 blah. All I'm thinking is, you got a speech in your future. You gotta write this. So months go by, a pretzel-filled proposal happens, and then it's go time. I sit down at my kitchen table and I start writing. And I'm writing and I'm writing and I'm writing and I'm loving it. I'm reliving every memory me and Richie have had. And then I get this thought, there's kids here. Richie's new family is here. I start crossing off stories. I'm not gonna mention the Pirates of the Caribbean night. I probably shouldn't mention being stuck in Sea Isle City with 60 beers, no food, no water, no electricity, and the town itself submerged in 3 feet of water. Not a single Smead story should be told. And nothing that ever happened in Hoboken. So then I'm looking at this list. I'm like, what do I say? There's a lot of people here. What do I do? And I'm thinking, it's their wedding. They should do the work. So a few months ago, I texted each of them individually and I said, tell me 3 things you love about the other person and don't let them know I'm asking. Which, if you know Richie and Carly, means they instantly looked at each other and said, did you see what Greg said? Did you see it? How do we respond? Funny, serious, funny, serious, funny, serious. Okay, Carly, we'll go serious. These are the responses. Carly, I love his athletic ability and how he is annoyingly good at everything. Athletic ability. I guess what they say is true. Love is blind. Carly, I love the way he treats his mother. That's when I knew I loved him. Okay, that's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Joanne's a great person. Her third reason was coincidentally his first. Carly, I love how he makes up words to songs and dances with me when we're alone. Richie, I love how she dances like a lunatic when we're alone. I've seen them both dance. It's better off alone. Richie, I love how she loves to give presents more than receive them, which I took as, Carly doesn't want me to give them a gift. She'd rather give me one. Thank you, Carly. Richie, I love how kind and thoughtful she is, and genuine to a fault. I had 2 thoughts to this one. The first being, they did consult each other. Carly did this. The second being, I was touched to see the similarities in their responses, to see the clear and obvious admiration and love they share for each other. That is why we're here today. Now, I want to say one more thing before I wrap this up, and I call it my first impression of Carly. So as you may have ascertained, I've known Richie for most of his life. I've seen him grow up from the snotty, spoiled brat that talked to his parents way too much to the hardworking, motivated man that he is today. A friend that will go out of his way for anyone, a best friend I respect more than anyone else. Now, as you know, becoming someone's best friend has a lot of roles and responsibilities. And for Rich, that had to deal with a lot. But one of the things I did have to do is I had to meet all the newbies that came into Richie's life. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if Richie has ever introduced me to you, he has given me a little predecessor beforehand. Just so you know, the thing about if they do this, I get excited. I get pumped up for this. What's it gonna be, Rich? You meet a new friend at the bar? What do they got going on? I wanna know. So the day comes, and Richie goes to me, Greg, you gotta meet this new girl, Carly. I get excited. What she got, Rich? 6 toes, unibrow. What are we working with? Tell me. I wanna know. He turns, and his words, Greg, you just have to meet her. She is the coolest girl I've ever met. The coolest girl you ever met? What a letdown. No peg leg, no eye patch, nothing. Just the coolest girl you've ever met. And that is the last time Carly has ever disappointed me. Since the very first day, I could not have picked a better wife for my best friend. You have fit in perfectly. You tolerate all of our awful jokes and puns. You are the only person in the world who can live with Richie on a daily basis. And occasionally, you are a trip hero. Let us raise our glass to one of the happiest couples I know. May you always see each other as you do today. May you constantly strive to bring out the best of each other. And you forever remain each other's dancing buddies. I love you both. Congratulations.